On this issue of Popminded, we're talking Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
And we're going to meet Pablo Hidalgo, a creative executive in the Lucasfilm Story Group. Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Christine.
It must be Christmas because there's a new Star Wars movie.
Yes, this is like Christmas every year. It comes and there's another Star Wars movie.
It really is magical. A Star Wars story, Rogue One. We're going to see this story brought to life by people who have been immersed in the Star Wars universe as fans for the same nearly 40 years that at least we have. Gareth Edwards is bringing this story to life and is something that he's been wanting to do when he first started deciding he wanted to make movies for a living.
And I'm excited to see how Gareth really takes this movie and shows it from a totally different perspective. I mean, even visually, you can tell in the trailers that he's come down in the trenches with them, and so it's going to have a little more grit than I think we saw in the original trilogy.
Yeah, it's going to address a true threat to life in this society, and it's going to tell the kind of story that's always relevant.
Speaking of storytelling and speaking of people that get to live their childhood dreams, I actually have a friend at Lucasfilm's, Pablo Hidalgo, and I got to see him at New York and actually talk to him about what it's like to be in the story group. He really is the keeper of all this knowledge that George Lucas had developed years ago. And so it was really cool to listen to what his experience is like being that kid and being the adult that gets to work on this every day now.
Cool, let's take a look.
Not everyone gets a chance to shape something that's meant so much to them for so much of their life, you know. Professionally, I've been working on Star Wars for half my life, and I've been dreaming about Star Wars since I was a little kid.
The other half of your life.
Exactly, right? So, and it's what's great is just now doing a signing here and seeing little kids come up to me, and you know they're really into Star Wars. It's like this could be your life if you do it right, you know.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to have a seat at the development table. I worked really closely with the screenwriters. John Knoll, whose idea became Rogue One, you know, I was one of the first people he got to tell, like standing in a lunch line at Lucasfilm, which was pretty amazing. It's like, hey, what do you think do you think this would be a good movie? I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Rogue One's really exciting because it's our opportunity to really break some of the molds that we have come to expect in a Star Wars movie. So I think it's going to take some people by surprise. It's got all that you would want to expect from Star Wars, all the hope, all the excitement, all the great characters, but it's framed in a different way and it focuses on a type of character that we really haven't seen. It really talks about the future of Star Wars by diversifying the type of entertainment that comes out of Star Wars. I think like fans get it because they've been doing this for years. Fans have always been trying to find other points of view to tell a Star Wars story. This is the first time we as Lucasfilm get to do it on the big screen. A lot of these characters have come from our screenwriters, from their imagination. Some come from John. Each writer that's contributed has helped shape and mold this. I mean, I've added 2 cents here and there about, hey, how about this, how about that? And we all work collaboratively. So when we get the end product, I mean, we can all take a sense of pride and ownership in it all. My next big book release is the Rogue One Ultimate Visual Guide from DK Publishing. It comes out on December 16th, the same day as Rogue One. So go see the movie, then hit a bookstore, get this book, and find out all the details of the characters, vehicles, and technology that you see in the film. To me, it's like we're stewards.
Yeah.
Star Wars exists. It's not that we're making Star Wars what we want it to make. We're understanding what Star Wars needs to be, and it tells you what it wants to be. So it's all following George's example.
Well, this whole movie of Rogue One is one big Christmas present to me. But,
Yeah.
But we have Christmas presents for Star Wars fans as well.
Yeah, I love the Death Trooper ornament that we're doing.
That came out in stores a few weeks ago.
Yep. And then we're also actually doing some greeting cards that have dog tag attachments, and you will see those hit stores in January. You know, besides all this Rogue One product, we also have some awesome Christmas products, including a Jabba the Hutt candy dish. But, you know, he does kind of laugh like Santa Claus. So
He does. He's got the ho-ho-ho. Bo-ho-ho shooter. What part of the Star Wars universe would you love to see fleshed out into a bigger story like Rogue One? Tell us about that in the comments and we'll talk about it in a future issue of Popminded. Like this issue of Popminded? Tell us about it in the comments.
Popminded is now the ultimate power in the universe. You must like us. You must share us with your friends. You must subscribe. Or, you know what happened to Alderaan.
There are back issues over here that many Bothans died to bring you.